Right, I'm with Mark. Mark, thank you for agreeing to answer some of the fans' questions. We can only ask you three. There were a massive amount of questions, but we'd be here till next week if that had happened. But I'll kick off with the first one from a fan who likes to go by the name of Chris Gump on the forum. And his question, it's quite a long question. Forest Green's support base is growing steadily. And earlier in the season, Mark himself commented that he could sense that the crowd feels that we're on the verge of something, or words to that effect. Can the management team work to underpin the growth by developing closer ties with supporters on match days, as many of the players do, e.g. attending man of the match presentations in the Carroll Embry? Rightly or wrongly, relationships with supporters are felt, in his opinion, to be a bit testy at times. Your thoughts on that?
I think after a game is a difficult time for a manager and a coach because there's a lot of emotion. The only thing I'll say is if during a game you've been, or when you're walking off from a game, you've been called a bleep bleep, effing bleep 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 for quite a lot of time, I don't really think you feel too much like going and having a drink with somebody in the Carroll Embry. So that's what I'd say to that. When I see people about, I speak to them about the game. I've said to people if they want to come and have a cup of tea with me, they can. So I'm as open as they come. So if they want to speak to me, they know where I am.
Okay, smashing. Next one is Voodoo Bluesman. He's quite a prolific forum poster. His question is, bearing in mind that some of the loan players have showed commitment to Forest Green, are you hoping to sign any of them at the end of the season?
Yeah, the loan ones are difficult. They come in and they supplement your squad. And you know, like you always have an opportunity to have a good look at them. That's the point. That the ones that we took on loan, we had the chance to have a good look at them, to whether we would offer them something at the end of the season. And that it wasn't just take them on loan for the sake of it. We'd take them on loan because they're realistic options for next year. You know, Kane Woolery's come in, done really well. Young Charlie's come in and done quite well. So they're ones that we would look at and say, you know, we'd like to take further, but the players have got to agree to that as well.
Right, smashing. Final one is from Camel. A lot was made of developing young talent at the start of the season, but we've seen a couple of players move on already. Is this something you still want to push? And when should we expect to see our young players getting in the matchday squads?
Well, I would class Ethan Pinnock as young. I'd class Manny Month as young. You know, and they're two players that could be worth a lot of money to the football club. So you're never ever going to recruit 10 young players and every one of them is going to be worth £1 million. So if you bring 5 or 6 in, if you get 1 or 2 that look as though they can be real players, then your recruitment's been good. So over the whole piece, I would say that we've recruited some good young players.
Great, thank you very much. Cheers.